Are you tired of the high cost of transportation? Gas prices keep going up, insurance keeps increasing, and the never-ending repairs. Like, if you're looking for a more affordable solution, today I'm going to show you how cycling can help you save money, get active, and actually get more enjoyment out of life. So transportation really is one of your biggest monthly expenses. If you started to add up your fuel, your insurance, your maintenance, your repairs, your parking, the costs keep adding up. It's never ending. It's really hard to get ahead. It's like those subscriptions that you forgot to cancel. You can't think about living without it, but you used to live without it, but now you can't live without it. So you're thinking, okay, well, maybe I can bring down my costs and I can use public transport. Fantastic. Except that you're limited to when the buses run, you have got limited flexibility, and, well, just when you expected the bus to be there, it doesn't show up for whatever reason. The bus breaks down, or the bus driver takes an extra long break, or there's a problem on the roadway. There's gotta be a better way. And really, there is. Riding a bike. Now, what I'm not going to talk about today is that you have to become a cyclist or that every trip needs to be by bicycle. But what if adding a bicycle into your transportation mix could give you control, reduce your fuel costs, reduce your insurance? Because bicycles have much lower costs. They might not be free. They're not free. Anything you use is going to have a cost, but it's going to cost you much less to keep you moving. And it's going to have some side benefits. You're going to reduce your dependence on a car. Like, imagine if you didn't need your car nearly as much. You could keep more money in your pocket. Maybe you can have one less vehicle for your family because different days, different people use their bikes. Let's imagine that that pain could be turned into opportunity. What would you do if you didn't have that car? If your car became unavailable to you today, could you actually save money? So let's talk about your options. Okay, first option, buying a bike. Hey, I'm Coach Rob from Olympia Cycle. I love selling bikes, but not just any bikes. Like, really, the most important thing for us is that you're on the right bike. So that doesn't mean that we have to get you on the fastest bike or the prettiest bike, though chances are it's going to be pretty. Not the cheapest bike, but the right bike. There's all sorts of options, and this is what our goal is. So when we're talking about riding the right bike, it takes time. Now, you can't figure that out just by watching YouTube videos, although I'm glad you're watching this YouTube video, because what's the right bike for you? Is it a commuter bike? Is it a comfort bike? Is it a fitness bike? Is it a touring bike? There are so many options. Maybe a mountain bike is the right bike for you, but you need some help finding that perfect bike. Recently had a customer come in who really wanted to ride her bike for a variety of things. She wanted to be able to keep up with her kids, but she also wanted the ability to ride to work occasionally and to stay active in her fitness. And so we worked with her to find a nice light bike that fit her body and the type of riding that she wanted to do. Had another customer come in who was a little bit older, wanted to start doing some group rides with friends, but doesn't quite have the same flexibility that she had when she was in her 20s and 30s. So we chose a completely different bike for her, put on the racks and the fenders so that she could enjoy group rides with her friends and yet still be able to use that bike for everything that she wanted to do. Now, are you going to find one bike that's going to do everything? Maybe, maybe not. But realistically, the right bike for you solves a transportation problem. So there's lots of options when it comes to getting the right bike for you. But when you buy a quality bike, you're making a one-time investment that can serve you for years. So every day here at Olympia, our bike specialists help people just like you to find the bikes they love. Because when your bike fits you properly, you're more likely to ride it and love it. All right, so let's talk about option number 2, fixing the bike you already own. I meet people all the time who tell me about their favorite bike that they got from Olympia 15, 20, even 30 years ago. They love the bike. Maybe it was a yellow bike that they rode everywhere and took it to university and pulled their first kid around in it. And now it's sitting in storage. You love the bike, but it's just not quite working the way that it was. Maybe you've got that bike. Good news, most bikes don't need much to get them back on the road. Recently, I had to get a new tire on my car, and I could not believe how much it cost just for a tire. In fact, probably for the cost of 4 car tires, I could get a very nice bicycle. So maybe that bike you've got sitting in your garage, in your basement, maybe it's in pieces, maybe a set of new tires and new brake pads. Maybe it's just a tune-up, and a little bit of an adjustment is all that it's going to need for you to begin to love your bike again. Even though bike repairs aren't free, compared to car repairs, they're much smaller than what we're used to when it comes to fixing your car. So an experienced tech can help service your existing bike so it feels smooth, safe, and reliable again. Sometimes the most cost-effective choice is using what you already own. Let's talk about your third option, e-bikes. You might think, my commute's a little too far, or when I show up to work, I can't afford to be sweaty and have helmet hair. Or have you ever lived in Winnipeg? The wind is always against me. This is where a traditional bike can really seem intimidating. And so maybe the best solution for you might be an e-bike. An e-bike is short for electric assist bicycle. It's going to flatten all those Manitoba hills. It's going to eliminate all the Manitoba headwinds. It's going to allow you to use more assistance when you need it and less assistance when you want to get that workout and get your heart rate up. You don't have to show up to work hot and sweaty, but rather an e-bike can help you arrive feeling comfortable and not exhausted. So while the cost of an e-bike might be a little bit more than a traditional bike up front, it's still far more affordable than operating a car. Recently, I was visiting another city, went for an early morning walk, and I was passed by about a dozen people commuting to work by bike. I think only one of them was a traditional bike without a motor. But you know what was really interesting was that all the bikes were a little bit different. Some of them had that throttle and the people went zipping past me without pedaling. Some people were pedaling but moving quicker, and they were all enjoying moving from their home to work by bike on routes that were far away from traffic, and it was likely that they were able to commute a longer distance because they had that e-bike. So one of the things that we've found when we're walking through the options of an e-bike for you is finding out what is the right solution for you. Does having that throttle and that confidence that you can always get up to speed important for you? Or is having a high quality motor and reliability the most important? Is weight an issue? Do you have to carry that bike upstairs or into a basement? So the best thing for you to do is really take a test ride. There's no way that you can learn by watching videos and sexy 23-year-olds what is the best bike for you. So come take a test ride, understand what that bike could begin to do for you. Because until you get on and you feel what the power is going to do for you, it's really hard to imagine how an electric bike could replace one car trip a week, or how you could park one car for a season. And until you try them, you're not going to know what is the best solution for you. So let's review our options. You could buy the right bike. Doesn't have to be the fastest bike, doesn't have to be the lightest bike, but it needs to be the bike that you love to ride. Option number 2 is fix the bike that you already own. That bike that has become uncomfortable, it's hiding, it's broken. Fix it so that you can love it again. Or option 3, invest in an e-bike. Make your commute a little bit longer, or arrive to work not sweaty and able to concentrate on what you need to do. Maybe you can even transport your kids to daycare on a bike. Imagine. So those are our options in riding a bike that you love and replacing some of your escalating transportation costs. But let's talk about some of the bigger benefits of riding a bike. So other benefits include physical activity, getting fresh air, sunshine, reducing your stress. Little bit of research on the internet, take it for what it is. Regular riding can reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 50%. It boosts brain power, increases blood flow, improves memory, focus, and mood. And really, it's a low-impact workout that's easier on joints, but can still burn up to 400 and 600 calories an hour. That's pretty good. That's an extra latte. The benefits add up. So you've got financial benefits, you've got physical benefits, you've got mental benefits. It's not about becoming an athlete or having to be a cyclist. It's about feeling better while spending less. So you might be thinking, I know cycling's a great option, but you don't understand my situation. It's not going to work for me. Or what about bad weather? The cars in this city, people are just so unsafe. Trust me, cycling does not have to replace 100% of car use. That's not what we're talking about here. But imagine riding 1, 2, 3 days a week. It could make a huge difference to your family's bottom line and to your health. So with the right bike, the right gear, and the right guidance, cycling can be practical, comfortable, and enjoyable. And you don't have to figure it out alone. So if you're tired of high transportation costs and you're looking for a more enjoyable way to save money, a bike is the right answer. Talk to a bike specialist at Olympia Cycle and Ski. We'll help you find the right bike for you, whether that's a new bike, servicing the bike you already own, or transitioning to a new e-bike. We can help you start saving money, getting active, and enjoying life on your bike. I'm Coach Rob from Olympia Cycle and Ski on Portage Avenue in Winnipeg. We're here to help you love the bike you ride.